sound problem, but don't worry about it because this is community radio station, and
It's gonna be from here though.
we're gonna be keeping community radio station going. 99 Jams, The Bird, Carrie Festival Radio. You hear me live and clear.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, we do.
We do. It's Carrie Festival Radio, y'all. This is community radio. Big shouts out to Don J. Big shouts out to Sister Hughes. Big shouts out to Adrian West. Big shouts out to the
Tony
voice of the
Charles,
people.
man.
Tony Charles.
Yeah.
We shouting out the whole. Big shouts out to Mr. Ray Tampa.
Yeah.
Right. Big shouts out to everybody doing what they do here at the radio station because we care
Super
about
Dave.
you. Super Dave. Super Dave.
The Four Horsemen.
Big shout out to the Four Horsemen DJs.
Everything Health, Dr. Howard.
Everything else. Big shouts out to Dr. Howard, the one and only Dr. Howard.
We got Legal Talk with Michelle T. Fanger.
Listen, Legal Talk.
Haitian Radio with Dr. Morense. You got Iron Lion. You got Danny D. You got Sniper, R1, Z-Man, R.I.P. to DJ Spoon, man. God bless you.
R.I.P. to DJ Spoon, man.
Franco Silva on the Latin side. Pastor Sykes. What's that
The
state?
doctor is in the house.
Yes. And if it
Bishop.
Bishop Sykes. That's right.
Bishop Sykes.
Put some respect on it.
That's right.
If it ain't one thing, it's another.
Big shout out to Adrian West. I already said that, but
Yeah,
we'll run it back.
We'll run it back.
That's the name of the show.
That's
The
right.
voice of the people.
The
Yeah.
voice
King Jam.
of the people.
The entire 99 Jams family.
Listen, this is the 99 Jams Carrie Festival Radio family.
Yep.
Y'all can tune in on all day, all night. We got something going on for you, whether it's gospel, hip hop. Big shots out to DJ Surefire. They
Yeah.
do the ride out, man.
Yeah.
Because if y'all ever tuned in doing your way back home from work, these young man is funky out.
Yeah, he is.
So let me give a
Surefire
shout out
is
for Surefire, right? Okay, so y'all know Thursday we did the spring break
Mm-hmm.
No,
concert.
what happened?
Yes, you did. Oh
You
my.
did a spring break concert?
Yes,
At the Ritz.
at the Ritz.
I missed it.
We was advertised.
I know, and I missed it. I was just
And
telling
you
my
said you
cousin.
was gonna come.
Yes, I was just telling my cousin that. He was talking about the Ritz popping. And I was like, I was supposed to be there, cuz I don't know how I missed it.
It's okay.
It's all right though.
It's
Tell
all
me about
right.
it.
So
What
let
happened?
me tell you, it's so when we get there, people have it's a rap show and Cheyenne's R&B. We know this,
Okay.
right? So most of the people have I come there and I see people got their personal DJs. And I was like, well, dang, I didn't even know we could because we got booked at the last minute.
So the artists come in and the artists bring their DJ.
Yeah, they brought their
okay.
DJs, which is, you can bring your personal
Run
DJ.
DMC showed y'all to do that.
So, but
That
what
was-
happened
that was
is-
the marvel.
Because it was booked so last minute, like I didn't do the whole rider, like I didn't do like the whole shebang bang. I'm like, okay, let's go. But I called Surefire on Thursday at soundcheck, and I was like, yo, what you doing? He was like, what you need?
Oh.
And I'm like, I think I need a DJ for Cheyenne. He was like, say no more.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? But he had a gig, and he was like, I'll leave this gig and come straight to you. So when he got off, he still hit me up and was like, yo, you still need me?
Yeah.
Good peoples.
Yeah.
Shouts out to
Yeah.
DJ
Sure.
Good people.
Sure. You good
Fire,
people.
man.
Surefire done did a lot of stuff.
One time for the good people.
We done did a lot of parties with Surefire back in the days too, team parties.
So what this is, Freestyle Friday? Because we is freestyling right
It
now.
totally is.
I came
Yeah.
in with a real deal freestyle, and we just a bit.
What you got? What else you got?
Oh, I got some more now.
Keep going then.
Okay.
Let's keep on going then.
So,
Mr. Edmund Friday.
listen, President Trump, former President Trump.
Okay.
Oh, you say formal. You usually say president.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You gotta go ahead and give people their respect.
Yeah.
Because if I make it the president, you better call me president. Don't call me no doggone nothing else.
Okay, Mr. President.
All right.
So okay, long story short,
He's still not arrested, but
no, he's coming under fire,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because of the Stormy Daniels payments and
Hush money they called it.
listen. In my eyes,
Girl, be quiet, money.
they should have just said no. I bought her story.
Oh.
See, I ain't telling her to be quiet. We're gonna produce the story, and we just didn't produce it.
Okay.
so
It happens every day, B.
if you're listening, President Trump,
It happened every day, B.
I will tell you this: my client has given you a really good idea,
You bought the story.
Listen, we was buying the story,
and
man.
we need our percentage.
So it's not the fact that they bought the story. I think the trouble, the sore spot is where they use the money from.
You campaign money.
Yeah, so you could buy the story, there ain't no problem.
No, it was part.
But-
I
but-
bought
but-
the story part of my campaign.
Okay.
It was part. No, it, no,
Look,
see,
I'm
no.
going to just close that down.
No,
ain't doing
no,
that.
what happened was.
I ain't even finna do that.
Listen, see, no,
Wait.
what happened was-
Representing my client, I'm gonna say we're gonna stop right there.
We won't say nothing.
We won't say anything else, but just know,
Please. Please.
just
You got the right to just stop now.
Yeah.
so we
Just stop talking right now.
right at this moment. We do stop talking, but if you use the idea,
That's real. We'll start-
right,
we'll start
because
back talking.
publicity is good on either end.
Yeah.
That's right.
You know
Good,
what I
bad,
mean?
and ugly.
Maya
And-
Burke, we got Maya Burke on the live too, man.
Big shots out to Maya Burke. Big shots out
We
to
need Maya. I think we can get Maya on.
Pull up on us.
We can get her Monday because Maya can tell us what's happening with this red tide.
Listen.
I was out on the boat on Thursday. I left here
I
Wednesday.
seen you on the boat with the mermaids.
Okay.
I
Yes.
said, look at the mermaids.
Well, she's
That-
a resident mermaid.
I know. That's why I said the mermaids. They were together.
Yes. So
She
we were
got a
out.
mermaid hat. She's ready. That's how
Mermaids had locks.
Come on, man. You see
Yeah.
the pictures.
You see the new
Right.
Wait, first of all,
Tell me
Little
about the boat that
Mermaid.
you was on the boat.
Yeah, but the new Little Mermaid is gonna be having locks.
No, they don't, and they don't like that.
They were
Oh,
mad about
it
that.
don't matter.
Big man.
But okay, no red. I
Red
didn't.
tide.
No red tide out there.
You didn't see it?
I didn't see it. Like I
But
didn't
no,
smell it.
listen,
No,
hold
but
on.
I didn't smell
Don't
it.
say it's no red tide.
No, I'm just saying where I was at. Where
Okay.
I was at because it's in different areas. So
Okay.
it's not all the whole bay.
But no, we are the red tide capital of Florida.
Okay.
Okay.
I read somewhere, right, that we produce so much red tide and it push out from the base
Okay.
over the whole state.
I say we're gonna bring Maya. I ain't disagreeing with you.
I'm not-
But
I'm
you know,
just saying.
How you gonna wait a minute, hold on. I'm
bring
giving
mine.
out factual
I
information
believe
and you talk about you gonna bring another expert in?
Well,
Yes.
Another one?
Yes,
Well,
somebody
let
who
me-
do this for a living. Yes,
and
you
then-
are.
and then-
That's exactly what I'm saying.
And you said-
yeah, you heard something, you read something, but it was
Right,
for a
that's
whole
what I'm saying.
living.
And then
Like
the red
they
was.
pay her every week to do that. So we gonna bring her in.
Let's bring her in because you know he kind of.
And then y'all vibe it out, y'all
Yes.
rock it out. You know, you
I
can
might have a new job by the time she leaves.
go right on,
I might get me a new position.
right on.
I might get me a new position.
Go ahead.
It's really quite possible.
Anything's possible.
Anything.
But so I was out there. Let me just say the water was really nice. I didn't see any dead fish where I was at. I was over there by the pier. I didn't.
it up.
I didn't smell anything.
Okay.
You know, and then like the water was nice. It was a little cold, so that's why I didn't hop in.
You were
But
right.
we saw dolphins.
That's what's up.
I saw like 3 dolphins at one set. Then we saw another dolphin. We saw stingrays.
Did
like-
you jump off the boat this time?
No, I didn't. It was a little cold,
Oh, okay.
but the weather was nice.
I wonder what y'all was up to because that was the day after the cold snap.
It was Wednesday, and it was supposed to be warm, and it was.
Okay, that's what's up. Well, you know, this Florida weather, they say it's got some identity issues.
It does, but don't worry.
Bipolar.
It is now
86 on
time
Christmas
for.
and 55 on spring break.
But you know what? We won't call it bipolar because it ain't bipolar. There's nothing wrong with bipolar condition. We're just saying it can't make up his mind.
Okay. 50, what is it? 50 on spring break and 86 for Christmas.
Mhm.
Christmas in Florida.
Well, it was 50. It was 60 on Tuesday when we woke up.
Oh my God.
And it gives a Christmas on
It
in March.
Christmas in March.
First of all, we had on our snow boots on Tuesday because it was
They didn't
so
see
cold.
that boots back out. I seen them
But that was only Tuesday morning.
But
And
then,
like Tuesday evening,
you gotta take them off. Halfway through the day, you can go ahead and take these off.
and then Monday was freezing. You had your furs out on Monday
Yeah.
because it was real cold on
Yeah,
Monday.
that's when they
Heat
thought it was
on.
gonna rain.
Yeah.
Remember they said it was gonna be a big rain, was waiting on the rain,
Yeah.
and the rain never showed, but the temperature did drop.
No, the rain never showed on Saturday.
Oh yeah. Because we were supposed to do the flight.
And we did. He said we did
I
same
know, I
fucking
was
thing.
telling you. She's like, what?
Oh yeah.
You gonna do what?
So
Come
so you're a
on.
weatherman too.
No, I'm just saying because I was, you know, I was
Maybe you're a
really,
man of many hats. So you got many hats.
I'm into meteorology. I'm into it, right?
Yeah.
And then when I looked at the stars and the moon, and it said, no, there will be no rain.
Okay. He spoke it. You know, we had Tony Sadico too. See, that's how we do it. And when we
We
brought,
did have Tony.
remember Tony came? So,
No, I don't remember.
Tony
Oh,
Sadico from
I
the
missed
weather
that show.
band.
No, you did not. You was there.
He was he there with
Yes,
Tony?
he
Reno.
was.
That was Reno.
All of us was there.
Okay.
Oh, but I like the black weatherman though.
Yeah.
Remember because we were in the other station.
Mm-hmm.
Tony Sadico, what's up, my guy?
Yeah.
Come on back and tell us
He'll come back.
Tell us about
He'll do
this
it.
solar vortex in the polar winter or whatever they call it.
So let's line him up, y'all. We're gonna line up Tony Sadico. We're gonna get Maya Burke in here. We also got a couple brothers coming after the break. We got Imam Abdul Kareem Ali, and we also have Abdul Salam gonna be pulling up on us. They're gonna be talking about an event that they're doing on April 4th for Ramadan. So we're gonna talk about that.
So I want to ask you this
Yeah.
about Ramadan. What is Ramadan?
Yeah, that's a good question. Wait until the Imam get here. We gonna-
Right, because they finna do all that
That's why we
stuff.
bringing them in. We gonna see. I could talk about it, but we gonna bring in some subject matter experts. See how we do it.
You
That's how
see,
we
we're
do
gonna
it.
share the
Then
wealth.
we gonna spread it around
Spread
a little
the
bit. Like we the only
love.
people that know stuff. There's people that know stuff.
There's some people that know some stuff.
Okay, so I need.
Like, talk to
Good
them.
morning, y'all. I need y'all help. I
Okay.
need y'all help. Okay, so
Need some help, y'all.
yes, Sunday. I'm going back to story 727.
Okay.
I'm gonna talk to the kid. I need some people to come out and play kickball.
Okay. Where?
I think Lake Vista. Hold on, I'm almost positive.
Where at this Lake Vista this Sunday?
Yes.
Story 727 doing an amazing job, man. And
Yes.
and it's the consistency for me. That's the main thing, because continuing to do that work, man. You know, I mean, you see the product of it, but sometimes you don't see it right away, and you just got to keep going.
And
that's
sometimes you get discouraged too.
They just keep going, man. So I appreciate that.
Wow, big shots out the story, because you are absolutely right. This is some difficult work.
Yeah.
When you talking about community work, a lot of times you're underpaid, and unrespected, underrespected. And I want to give a big shout out to Store 727, anybody that's getting out here, rolling their sleeves up and doing this work.
Yes.
Right? Because we need you. And if you're sitting on the sideline thinking, hey, I always wanted to do something, go holler at somebody, get with somebody, get a mentor.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Get somebody who's been doing it and get behind them and say, hey, can I help you do it?
That's true.
And learn from it,
That's true. Like a lot of these ideas, it's what they say is nothing new under the sun.
Yeah.
No.
And so a lot of the things that you think of, that you thought of first, somebody probably already thought of it. You know what I'm saying? And they probably thought of it first too. But so link up with people who think like you. I guess that's the message. Like-minded people. So if you had an idea, you thought of it first, and you see somebody else doing it, that person is like-minded. So link with the like-minded person, even though you thought of it first.
Well, then just still produce it though.
Yeah.
Yeah, still produce it.
Keep going.
Because it's enough people. We all can't service them all.
What y'all think about stealing ideas? They stole my idea.
Okay, so I will tell you.
They stole my idea.
Did we talk about this already?
No, we didn't.
Oh, we did?
Not today.
Not today, but go ahead.
I don't even remember this idea.
Somebody stole my idea. What you think?
Co-opting of ideas.
So
co-opting and stealing ideas. Okay, same.
They're in the same family.
Okay.
But I will say I do believe that sometimes people do steal your ideas.
Okay.
Right?
You can say it may be news to you, but may not be new.
It's true.
Okay.
It's true. Okay, so talk to me. So what about stealing ideas?
Stealing ideas. Somebody stole your idea.
I do think some people do steal your ideas. Like when you go and tell people, sometimes they go and try to beat you to the punch, right? But I'm going to tell you this. If you have a vision, nobody else can produce it like you.
Right.
Regardless if it's better or not, it's still your vision. And I'm still saying, like you, I understand why people get upset when they be like, dang, they stole my idea. But just go ahead and do it anyway, because everybody can't service everybody. And then on top of that, their audience is not necessarily your audience.
True. I want to say this about the so it's a thin line between theft and inspiration.
Okay.
Right. And
I love it when you talk like this.
Listen, but it's
do that again.
Listen, it's an even thinner line between co-opting and stealing.
Okay.
Right, because you walk in the same road. And oftentimes there is, especially here in the city, there is a pattern of idea stealing, co-opting of ideas, right? And it ain't cool, Sometimes you gotta give a person a credit. I swear I was just talking to somebody about this.
Okay.
Because it don't always matter who does it, right? Because if it's a big enough impact. Yeah. Right. So let's say you inspire somebody to do something that has a bigger enough impact that it outweighs the theft or the co-opting of your idea. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Because if the impact is that great, at least they can look back and say, hey, we got the idea from Cuzzy Cuz.
But see, this is where the feelings get involved, when people don't acknowledge where you got it from.
Exactly.
But right, when they take it, but they be wanting, and not even that, sometimes like when you, not even losing your job. Like, let's say if you have a good idea and somebody else bring it to fruition and they never say anything to you and it had a good impact to it, then you be like, wait, that's what I wanted to do. So you feel slighted, especially when you go tell somebody you think can help you and then they take it and leave you out.
That's dirty dog.
That's the co-op, and that's the stealing of the idea.
Dirty dog.
So if I come to you with an idea and we supposed to do it together, but you take it off and you run with it and cut me out, I think that's
it's rules. It's rules to the game. It's rules to
especially
how
if
you handle
people's ideas.
Especially if you're not the person who brought the idea. If I brought the idea to you and then you cut me out and leave, I'm definitely gonna feel some type of way.
I'm thinking if you come with an idea, right? And if nothing else, You know, we can help you. You don't have to be the star player. You can be the water boy, right? But some people are not all right with those different positions because sometimes you may have had the idea, but you ain't the one to run the ball in, right? The coach calls the play, but he ain't the one that run the ball in the end zone.
True.
You get what I'm saying? So
but he's still the coach.
But
no. You don't take the coach down to the water boy.
They go on the sideline.
Oh,
I'm just saying. They go on the sideline.
You tough.
Well, I will tell you this. Okay, so they are both on. They both on the sideline. But I'm gonna tell you what is the difference. So
they both on the sideline.
They both important, right?
Yeah.
But I'm gonna tell you, wait. They both important.
More important for the water boy.
Probably the water boy is more important.
Right,
because you need to
You
be
can play without a coach, but you can't play without a water boy.
But who gets paid more?
Yeah.
And listen,
that's a good question.
who gets paid more?
I mean, how much do they pay professional water boys?
Oh, they get paid a nice, like 150.
A professional water boy.
They get paid like 70,000.
6-figure water boy.
Yeah, for 8 games, 10,000 a game.
They somebody's son.
Is this the Evan fact? Wait,
pause. Look, you ready to be a water boy?
I'm gonna be on Indeed. I'm on Indeed right now.
I see Will turning up.
I'm on Indeed.
What? 10,000 a game?
I think I don't even think they call them water boys though. They call them like equipment managers or something.
Because I wouldn't want to be no water boy either. 90 years old, 85.
You be the equipment manager.
For $10,000 a game, I will be the water boy. Man, they don't even have to call me.
Open up. Come on in. Bring it in.
Shoot him in the face.
Bring it in. I got
They don't even have to call me water girl.
Yeah,
look,
water boy.
I am the water boy.
I'm fine with
That's
it.
hilarious.
Do you want 2 ice chips or 1?
You said the difference is they're still on the team.
That's right.
Yeah.
Because that's the point I was making.
Yeah.
See, you be feeling.
Yeah.
Because if the water boy is on the team, he gets a superstar ring. I mean, a Super Bowl ring.
Okay.
Right? Everybody on the team get a ring.
And his grandchildren don't know he was the water boy. So he could have that ring in the cabinet and say, boy, you know, I used to be out there on the field with the players back in the day. We was out there. And then when they look at the picture, they say, where you at, Papa? That's me
on the side. You sit right there.
That's me over there.
Like water jug. That's water jug. That's my feet right now.
That's my hand on the shoulder of the coach. You don't see me. You just
on the sideline all the time together.
But I got that ring. You got to be all right with that.
Okay, Yubi says when you steal something, the creditor gets no credit.
Yeah, right. The creator. Yeah.
Right, the creator. So again,
yeah.
Like if you water me down to the water boy, and I'm the creator, then the impact that I have is not as significant.
So I hear you. So you got me confused with the water boy. I really was the offensive coordinator, right? You thought I was the water boy.
No. I was the owner. I call me Mrs. Glazier.
Okay.
One DeCosta says hydration specialist. Big shout out all the.
We haven't seen Juan in a while. Hey, Juan.
Juan, what it do? Okay, we're gonna take a break. Democracy now at the 8:00 hour.
Yes, and we was having so much fun.
Yes, okay. Watching the time.
Yeah, it ain't. So all right, tag a friend, share, send some stars, and we're still accepting birthday gifts.
Yep, every day.
Yes.
Now.
And I did.
Every day is birthday.
Yes, it is.
And I did do what I said I was gonna do. I started off. I did send my money.
Thank you. I appreciate
you. You appreciate it. Happy birthday. So money sign Bro John 74.
No, 47.
Oh, 47. Sorry.
Somebody else.
Oh, don't send in 74. It's 47. 47. 47. Yeah. All right, we're taking it.
Got a problem with that.
Okay.
Big problem. St. Patrick's Day, y'all.
We'll be right back. So no.
No, the money.
Nothing happening over there.
Okay, hold on, huh?
We might be.
I was premature.
Facebook still got us though. They can still hear us.
Hold on, y'all.
I
When you
just
turn
said,
the mics off, the mics ain't off. So yeah, so we got
to returning citizens. We were able to negotiate a deal where we got like 30 minutes on the radio, got 99 jams to talk about, Amendment 4 and other local, policies and politics. Enjoyed it, so we started doing it on Sundays as like a podcast with, at the time, Janet Michelle. She was our co-host and she, filled that role until she moved. And then we had Carla Bristol, Carla B. She came in for a season. And then Reno was behind the scenes. He was always present because we did organizing together, so he'd come and hang out. And then the things that he was saying off camera was like, man, we might as well just have you on the show.
The negative thoughts that you is thinking about right now, or any particular subject, y'all, just flip it.
Turn problems into opportunities.
Problems are opportunities, man. Big shouts out to Charles Soprano, man.
Real deal, man.
We on the jump board together right now.
Just being around people and clearly always talking, I just felt like at least learn something, so as you see that you're not going to shut up, you can have substance to your conversation and not just be labeled somebody who just love to talk.
Really being informative, looking to give the information that isn't readily available in our community.
Multiple meteorologists can look at the same data and come up with a different forecast.
And so now you take those models, take that data and say, okay, based upon all of that,
Absolutely.
you might be in between here and there, and that's my know what I'm saying speech. Most recently, after Carla B, transitioned out and went to do other things as well, Qiana, we invited Qiana.
I've been working with the guys for a while outside of this, and they called me to interview. And when I came in to interview that Sunday, after the show, they was like, hey, you need to be a part of the show. And I was like, okay.
I look at it almost like a band and the instruments, but it's just the instrument that we're using is our voices.
My voice is already kind of squeaky. I know my voice can get squeakier.
You have to have your radio voice on and have that vocal control.
I talk lower when I need to calm it down. And when I'm very passionate about it, I slow it down. And because I want you to understand what I'm saying. What's good for the geese is good for the gander. So if you keep it secrets, just know that she can too.
Okay, and see that's why Qiana, that's why you need it on the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. You feel? So you gonna even things out. You know what I'm saying? I was just joking. You know what I'm saying? It was joking.
We just understand power, and in terms of people's attention, because it costs. People's attention costs. That's why it's called pay attention.
We want to present local information right up there with, the trending topics.
One thing that's a common denominator with all of us is that we're all passionate about our people.
For me, what you take from me is that I'm real and I'm passionate about the growth of our people.
The overall goal, I would say, is to have a more informed community. Around electoral politics, around health, around equity.
It's about the mission of connecting the dots and closing the gaps, inspiring people to see what's possible, and trying to be an example. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing sometime, but you do the best that you can with what you have, and you pray that others will be inspired to join in.
For more info, visit cdatcenter.org/Tampa Bay Breakfast Club.
Modi. Gandhi was found guilty of defamation for saying at a 2019 campaign rally, quote, "Why do all thieves have Modi as their surname?" Gandhi was expected to run against Modi in 2024. On Capitol Hill, TikTok CEO Shouzi Chu was grilled by House lawmakers for over 5 hours on the app's ties to the Chinese government, data practices, and effects on children's mental health. This is Democratic Florida Congressmember Darren Soto questioning Chu.
So, Mr. Chu, would TikTok be prepared to divest from ByteDance and Chinese Communist Party ties if the Department of Treasury instructed you all to do so?
Congressman, I said in my opening statement, I think we need to address the problem of privacy. I agree with you. I don't think ownership is the issue here. With a lot of respect, American social companies don't have a good track record with data privacy and user security. I mean, look at Facebook and Cambridge Analytica.
Politically motivated scapegoat TikTok, saying it's driven by dangerous anti-Chinese sentiment. This is New York Democrat Jamal Bowman speaking at a rally earlier this week.
We can keep TikTok, we can protect freedom of speech, and
Brother,
This is Qiana.
Mr. Edmond is around.
Yes.
And this is the listening to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club right here on 99 Jam. This program is a part of the New Image Project of the Community Development and Training Center, aka See That?
See That.
And we'd like to thank y'all for tuning in, helping us to redefine what's cool. What's good?
It's Freestyle Friday. We done made it.
Yeah.
Another week. Okay. It looks
Another
like,
week, yeah.
Listen, it's all March is almost over with.
Yeah, March done pretty much.
It looked like we just got here.
Yeah, it's just yeah, no, like it was just January.
It was.
It was just Black History Month. I still got on my Black History Matters t-shirt and everything. Before it's too late. Huh?
Yes, Naquan Reese.
Yeah.
His album.
Naquan Reese.
Mhm.
Who is Naquan? Tell me about Naquan.
Naquan Reese. He's from here. Well, actually, he's from Cordell. But
Cordell, Georgia?
Yes.
Okay.
But he lived here for a long, long time. Graduated, born and raised, basically here. And yeah, so he was one of my bonus babies. And now he lives in Atlanta. He does a lot of great stuff. Had a couple of great albums that dropped, and he does a lot of behind the scenes video work for like K Michelle, Juvenile. He's working with Birdman. Like, so yeah, he's definitely. By like
in our welcome back, Mr. Edmond. Mr. Edmond, welcome back to the ride, man.
Yes, I want to say big shout out to Damon Davis coming to Wednesday, man. I seen Fancy Nancy there.
Okay.
She got on me about my jacket. She said, every time I see it, remind me of Spec the Gadget. I went outside and took that jacket off. Listen, I came back and said,
"What you mean, though? Expect the gadget."
I don't know what she said.
Was that a compliment?
I don't know. I went and took the jacket off.
You didn't like it? You didn't like the compliment?
Oh no, it's just like expect the gadget. I kind of
what
agreed. That's why I took it off. I said, it do look like a look.
Expect the Gadget had the hat and had the long coat. Yeah, but that ain't. I don't think that looked like Expect the Gadget.
You could have been like Perry Mason or something.
So before she said that, you was the fly thing.
Yeah, I was styling. That's why I put it on, because I'm like, oh yeah.
I already know. But last year was later. So why does it start differently every year?
I love this, Ali.
Sound work.
During that time, and this because of it goes according to the lunar calendar, which is 11 days shorter than the solar calendar.
Yeah.
And so every year, about 11 days before the last one, this one, like this is
So it's 11 days earlier.
Right. So this started the 23rd of March this year. So track about 11 days from next year.
Right.
Then we'll know that maybe I think that's 12.
Yeah. Okay.
That'll be about the 12th of March next year.
Okay.
So we have an idea.
Absolutely.
And I also can say that Ramadan rotate that we include all the seasons of the year.
Yes. Yes.
They include all the seasons.
Yeah.
Not just December, January.
That's right.
My first Ramadan was in July.
Okay.
Hot July.
God was merciful on me. My first Ramadan was in December.
I'm new to fasting or what have you.
Right.
You know, it says if you're ill or on a journey, you shouldn't fast.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. If you're ill or on a journey, you shouldn't fast.
Yeah.
So I put my little rationale behind that statement.
Okay.
I said, well, you know, back in the day, 14 or more 100 years ago. Okay, now we 1444.
Yes.
Okay, but 14 or 100 years ago, when Muslim was fasting, you know, crossing the desert and all of that, that was something else.
Yeah.
You know?
That was
I said, probably meant, you know, those who traveling across the desert. Because you cross the desert 50 years,
you need a little. You need a little something to drink.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So I put my little rationale behind that, and but it doesn't say that. It says for everybody.
Right. Right.
Today.
So let me ask you this, because you mentioned coming here in '68. So did you grow up as a Muslim? When did you all become Muslims?
Yeah. Good question. No, yes and no.
Okay.
Okay. And I have as a T-shirt for an event conference that we had, and someone was wearing a T-shirt, and that T-shirt said "Muslim by nature."
Okay.
Muslim by nature.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
So my nature, your nature, all of our nature, okay, was the nature of submission.
Yeah.
That's what Muslim means.
Yeah.
Submit.
That's right.
All right. So I didn't identify myself, but that was my nature.
Right.
When I decided to accept, as we say, come to God or come to Christ, I came to Christ as a Baptist.
Okay.
Okay. Not calling myself Muslim.
Right.
But my nature was Muslim.
Right.
And I accepted, came baptized, and went through the whole 9 yards, right? And
contextualize that for me. Give me a time on that, because you went back to the '60s. What time what time frame was that? Was this in the '60s as well?
No. This was a little bit early. You know, this before I became. I was married in the '67.
Okay.
But I said probably the early part of the '60s. You know, when this actually took place.
I got it.
Okay. Even though I was raised
because you live in history. You all represent living history.
Okay.
And so I think it's important for people to know, like, this didn't happen yesterday.
No, it didn't happen.
And things were going on in the country, things were happening around us, and you all are a part of a lot of those things. And so I just want to make sure that we have that context as we go through.
So I would say that probably early 60s there. But prior to that, I was raised in an environment, especially my mom, my grandmother, etc. And my dad is one of my dad's aunt.
Okay.
My grandmother and my mother was considered Baptist.
Okay.
My aunt, dad's aunt, she was Pentecostal.
Okay, so that's your great aunt. Yeah.
My great aunt.
Right.
Exactly.
Okay.
So I was raised in an environment, and I heard both. Coming from the Baptist, coming from the Pentecostal, etc. That shaped and torn my mind.
Right.
Okay. And in time, I decided I want to give myself.
Okay.
To that.
Okay.
Become a Baptist.
Right.
Okay, of the Christian faith.
Right.
Baptized, the whole 9 yards, etc. In the coming here in the 68 and the fall of 74, my brother, 2 years younger than I, he was already a member of being the Nation of Islam.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
The Nation of Islam that was established back in 1930.
Right.
As you know.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
He was part. And the members at that time, we would say we want to go out fishing.
Yeah.
Go out fishing.
That's what this platform is all about.
So I became my brother's fish.
Okay. Yep.
I became my brother's fish when I went to my first meeting.
This is one of my fish right here.
Oh,
that kind of goes with Jesus saying, I'll make you fishers of men.
That's right. That's exactly right.
And so my first meeting on Wednesday night, right? And I heard this strange teaching I never heard before.
Yeah.
And it was kind of frightening, but it was good to my ear to hear, especially when it came to respecting black folks.
Right.
Respecting your women.
Yes.
Don't disrespect your woman.
Right.
Your woman is your queen, etc. I say, hey, I can accept that.
Right. That's right. That's right.
Okay, I like that.
That's right.
So my first meeting, I didn't accept, but it really, it created something.
Yeah.
Okay. So I went back.
Not they said it woke you up.
It woke me up.
Did you say woke?
I was blind, but now I see.
There you go. And you don't have to be a Muslim to be enlightened.
That's right.
Okay. The person who wrote the song, Amazing Grace, How Sweet It Sounds.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Saved
rich
like me.
Yeah.
I once was lost, but now I'm found.
Yeah.
Blind, but now I see. He was not a Muslim, but he had an awakening.
That's right. Brother Abdul Salam, tell us about your journey, man.
I came up. My cousin used to call me Jesus.
Okay. Okay.
So that will give you an indication. My dad was, religious, very spiritual, but my dad was cool.
Yeah.
My mom was fine. They all. And the community I grew up in, it was really a community.
Right.
It's like a village. The thing about it was I grew up as a Christian, and that's all I knew. I never heard anything about Muslim or anything about it growing up. And my dad bought me a book, a picture book with Bible stories. And because whenever we went to work, he had to watch out for me. So when I at least give me something to do while he was gone.
Right.
So just reading those stories in the Bible and you read about things, for instance, like Daniel in the lion's den, Abraham in the fiery furnace, all those things, and then you see the picture of them. I just thought about it and it seems like, what does that, it has to mean something.
Yeah.
More so than just saying,
a man who survived being burnt in an oven.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he, that doesn't go against, that's against science, really.
Yeah.
But, we accepted it. And then the whole idea is that I didn't accept it. I wanted to be like Jesus, really, because I love the answers that Jesus gave whenever they ask him a question.
Yeah.
If you be the Son of God, then cast yourself off this mountain. you know.
Yeah.
If you believe, he said, "Get behind me."
That's right.
I mean, like, get out of my face with that. You know.
Right.
So you know,
Jesus was
was
real.
good.
He was real talk.
Yeah, I mean, you saying this and then about blind, deaf, and dumb. You know, he said, "Blessed he that reads and understand."
Yeah.
Blessed he that see. He said, "They have eyes that hear not, ears that see not."
Yeah.
Ears that hear not, eyes that see. All these things, and I didn't really, you know, I think all this was kind of forming me as I grew up. And then I like to box. Muhammad Ali.
Okay.
I used to love that man. That man was something else.
Yeah.
But I didn't know anything about a Muslim. Still, you know, he became Muhammad Ali. I still didn't know anything about it.
Right.
I knew about boxing.
Right.
And I respect what he said, and he just stood for something. So I was in the service. I served in the Air Force 4 years.
Again.
And this is the year. My timeline is this.
Is this the 60s?
I'm 18 when I left home. I came down here to St. Petersburg.
Okay.
Never heard anything Muslim. I finished here, and then went to Daytona Beach and finished there, and then Uncle Sam called me.
Okay.
I still didn't know what I was.
So you were drafted?
I was drafted.
Okay.
Look, and then too, man, you know, coming
up. And I'm asking these questions because again, the Black History Matters, and just we can't even imagine getting a call saying you got to come and go to war. Like that's something that we have no idea. Like that's not. I mean, you read about it, but for you to be somebody who get a letter and say, look, you got to come on in. Like that's a lived experience that I think a lot of the younger generation don't really have an appreciation for. And when we look at Muhammad Ali's story, his response to that was also uncommon. Like when he got his letter, he responded differently. You know what I'm saying? So,
and I took on I kind of took that attitude too when I finally got my letter.
Okay.
I said I wasn't Muslim, still didn't know about Muslim. I said I wrote a letter conscientious objector.
Okay.
And said, hey, I want to do something constructive, not destructive.
Right.
Because I heard Muhammad Ali saying these Viet Cong never done nothing to me.
That's right. That's
so
right.
I want to do something constructive, but the idea is that we're going and we're fighting in a war or whatever. But that didn't phase on me. The time on this is after I finished school.
Okay.
That was I was 22. That was in 1968.
Okay.
And then so I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do. And this is the reason why I didn't know what I wanted to do. This is really, I think this is the key. As a Christian growing up, I used to hear the term in the high school that say, the world coming to an end in 1975. I don't know if anybody here have heard anything.
I've heard different.
I done heard different years.
Yeah, different years.
1999.
2012 was
I heard 2000.
Yeah, the year 2000.
Well, they say 25. We're gonna be gone in Florida.
The point is, that's how we got off. We get off. You know, we get into a point where we don't know where we are or what we're doing on the earth. And I'm looking at this and I'm hearing this, and I decided, you know, I went through college. My dad just asked me, did I want to go? I didn't think about I was going. Well, I went through school and I finished. But then when I graduated, it's like, what am I going to do?
Tell me about your first time in the mosque. How did you get into a mosque or to a meeting?
Well, since I didn't know what I was doing, and I went into the service, as I was about to get out my last of the 4 years in California. Those brothers came with the bean pie, the newspapers.
Yeah.
And they invited us over. It was in a little place called Fairfield, California.
Okay.
And they came from Oakland, California.
Okay.
And so they invited me and my wife to come visit with them.
Right.
They was gonna come and get us. They never did come. So when I came here, my in-laws, my mother-in-law, father-in-law, they were Muslims here.
Okay.
That was in 1973.
Okay.
They was Muslim and they was glad that we
here in St. Pete.
Yeah, here in St. Pete.
Okay.
And they was glad and I still me. I say, hey, I hear these people, but Jesus is my man. You know, don't mess
take my
with
Jesus.
Jesus.
You know?
So what happened?
Don't
What
take
happened?
JC.
We have a book called How to Eat to Live.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
In that book, I read one thing. It says it was telling them what to eat, and as I was reading, it says it just dawned on me. I say, Jesus would accept this. When I saw that, you know, it's something, you know, as much as it just made sense.
Right. Right.
And I say, Jesus, when I saw something that I said Jesus would accept, then I accepted
that's
this
amazing.
way of life.
That's amazing.
And that was in 1973.
That's awesome.
And
thank you for sharing that. No,
I mean,
I appreciate that.
I appreciate it. Look,
Yeah.
today I love Christian. I love all my people are Christian.
That's right.
And look, we all are the same. We are all one humanity.
Right.
That's what this whole thing is about right here, breaking bread together. Let's learn to break bread together again and make sense of what we're doing.
Absolutely.
You know, I mean, not to say that no one have any sense, but the sense has to be
take the barriers down, because religion does put you in a box and it starts to divide people. But when you realize is that we're at the same common goal, we want to do good for people, and at the end we want to think that what we did shined the light and was positive and not take the negative aspect of life away. So if you just know that everybody learns different, so there's not one right way to me, you know, to get to God.
Right.
We all learn different. I might do math the simple way, and then, you know, the kids might do it another way. It's not wrong. You still get 2 + 2 is going to equal 4 regardless of how you break it up and do it. So if you're on that same path, it ain't matter what path you go as long as you get there.
My mom told me, my mom said, she said, he made us and he knows all about us. I mean, you don't even have to say God. I mean, we know that some ourselves, we have what you call a conscience.
Yes.
Conscience. And I'm just saying this real quick now. This is what Islam has done. Kind of wake you up. What conscience, the human being has a conscience. Every soul has something that's let them know this is not right or this is okay.
Yes.
I won't say right or wrong. I'm saying this is cool or this is not cool.
Right.
And when you get there and say, no. People say you got voices. Yeah, we got voices. The voices are in you. That's what we're created with.
That's right.
So we have to realize that, and since the word is conscience, we have to know that at the end of the word is the word of C-O-N, got science.
Conscience, yeah.
Look, and if you take the C-I out of the word conscience, you come up with sense. Listen, we have to really.
That's right.
I mean,
that's right. No, yeah, that's right.
Come on, man. Use some sense. That's what God created us.
Yeah, just use some sense.
Words make people.
That's right. That's right.
Words make people. The most powerful weapon there is word.
Absolutely.
If we use it incorrectly, you know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
If we use it correctly, we will benefit. Not only we will, but when you share with others, we benefit humanity.
Absolutely.
We benefit humanity. So our theme, as he pointed out, and I want to share how, if people like to come,
yes, please,
how to register to come to the event. Okay. But our theme is, as he said, breaking bread together as brothers and sisters. Peace, with peace, love, and compassion for all of humanity.
I love that. I love that.
That is what we're talking about.
And I have a special appreciation for that too, because I'm, you know, a member of the Nation of Islam. That was my path. Very similar to yours, being raised in, you know, the word. I wasn't raised in the church necessarily. It was always, you know, my mom read the Bible. So, and I would see those same stories, and I would hear, you know, about Daniel and, you know, the Hebrew boys, and just when I joined, when I actually went to the mosque, you know, with the Nation, the interpretation of that, it resonated with me because it made it real to me in present time. So being able to see, you know, how there was some Hebrew boys who had their names changed, you know, what was it, Shadrach, Meshach, and a bad Negro.
I thought it was a Billy Goat.
Billy Goat, right? But see how their names
changed.
Right. But then what the dots were connected when they say, well, look, brother, your name was changed too. and so it was just so many parallels with what was happening in the scripture. You know, what I was reading and what I grew up reading, the teachings of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad showed me how to connect that to what I was experiencing in real time. And that's what kind of shook me up out of the fog, because I was that same way too, like trying to find purpose, knowing I'm born to do something, but I don't know what it is. But then when I started connecting the dots, seeing, okay, yeah, like, you know, when we talk about Jesus healing the blind, and, you know, all of those things, it started giving it a different meaning and context. And then it started adding purpose to my life as well. And so when you talk about, you know, the compassion for all humanity, as a member of the Nation of Islam, you know, we lead with, you know, what we're doing for our people. Right. And I think people feel in some kind of way that we're not, you know, respecters of all people and all humanity. And that's just contrary to Islam. Sure. You know what I'm saying? And so to hear that the theme is
now what all he's gonna tell us about the, but you know, in the Bible, I love the Bible. I have my Bible, and I'm about more than almost a Quran. But look, it makes sense. But just in the Bible, it says it started out in Genesis. That's the beginning. Like everybody knows Genesis. It say in the beginning was darkness.
Yeah.
Look, in the beginning, we don't know crap. We don't know anything. But then as we grow, look, become your innocent, and this we're talking about breaking bread together, reading the God. Become your innocent. We come here with no flaws. As look, we got to say the baby never. You don't have to put a baby in jail. But the whole point is look, it says that's true. No, not in jail now. He came out of jail.
Yeah, clear that up.
He came out of jail, you know. But the whole idea, it says, let there be light. That's what the book says.
Right.
And that's Genesis. So that's a message to me, let me know that light is knowledge. Not just any knowledge, but truth.
Right.
You know, get something to, you know, to dispel the darkness. And the darkness that we had was that a man was God. Everybody come in the world and it's a man is God. So if we breaking bread together, it's all of us are men.
Right.
So God has made us in a certain way. So let's look towards the one that created us all, and not, you know, look at somebody as a color or whatever. So breaking bread together, let's shine some light.
So please give us the, because time flies on this radio.
I just like to say to our listening audience, 99 jail.
Yes.
All right. 99 jail. Okay. You are always invited, and all you have to do to come to this event is go to Eventbrite, Eventbrite, and click on the 5th annual Iftar dinner, April the 4th, City of St. Petersburg.
Right.
All you have to do. And we recommend that you really do this if you like to come, because we like to get numbers of people coming, because you're going to be fed. There's no cost.
Yep.
There's no cost. It's Ramadan.
We
don't commercialize Ramadan.
That's right.
Okay,
That's right.
we make money.
That's
but Ramadan is forgiving.
Right. Right.
It shapes and forms your thinking and behavior to give, especially to those who are less fortunate than we are.
Absolutely.
That's one of the purpose of Ramadan. So if a millionaire come to this event, then we want that millionaire, him or her, to understand that if you have your dollars and what have you, give back to those who in need of that.
I concur with that. I like that.
All right.
I'd be like, you have to give because you can't outgive God.
You can't
be God. You can't get God. So you can't. So if you do His word and His will and do what your purpose is, He's gonna make sure that you're good. Because you can't outgive Him.
You say you can't be God given.
No matter how hard you try.
That's right. That's right. And so if there was like a final thought or a final word or a final message that you'd like to give to the people, what would you say to the listening audience?
Yeah. Our final word is we all is created. And I heard the language first in church. But I had to come to some understanding of how to put the dots together, etc. And it says we all was created in the image of God. Right?
Right.
you know, and okay. But then I began to question, what image is God? If I'm created in the image of God, then what image is God?
Right.
God has no image. So God created us in the image of humanity, in the image of a human being. That's the image that God created for us.
Right.
Okay. Human being is not God. Human being can only be a servant of God.
That's Abdul.
Abdul means servant.
Right. Y'all, you know that, didn't
Kareem means generous. Ali, high, lofty or high.
Right.
But Abdul checked me.
Yeah.
Regardless of how generous you are, you're still Abdul.
Right. Servant of
you're the servant of the most generous.
That's right.
You're the servant of the most high.
That's right.
Because you got your generous, someone was generous to you.
Someone was generous to pass it on to me, and my obligation is to pass it on to someone else.
And it's what you just said. It shows how in practical application that idea that you can't outgive God shows up. So it shows up even in the idea of how you name yourself. So or how you're named. So if you're named, Kareem, you're Abdul Kareem, right? If you're named Salam, you're named Abdul Salam, because there's always God who's the most peaceful, the most beneficent, the most merciful. And if you are peaceful, if you are beneficent, if you're merciful, he's still the most merciful. So you recognize that even in the way that you name yourself.
Right. Take on the attributes.
You take on the attributes of God.
That's what we're striving for.
And I wish we had more time. Final thought about Abdul Salam.
It's a wonderful. Wow. Oh, the main thing I said was come out. The main thing we want to express in this coming out is that everyone, coming out, the poor people, it's not just about giving somebody a meal, one meal. Many poor people won't be able to come there. Out of the 800 people, nobody, the people that live out on the street, they're not going to be there. But the whole idea is the ones that are there, they are people who are able. So the ones who are there, let us attend and let us take back, as Ali say, let's take back what we have, and let us go back for the rest of the year and be given and breaking bread together with love and compassion, towards one another.
I love that. Well, thank y'all again. So it's April.
Thank you for having us here. We appreciate that.
April 4th and April 4th at what time again?
Those open at 5:30. Program began at 6:30.
Awesome. And we're gonna break bread together with humanity and have a good time. You got anything else? Any announcements that you need to do? Any shout outs? We got like a few more minutes, but I just wanted to land that part of the plane. So we can do,
okay, so wait, it's Friday. It's always something at Urban Drinkery.
Yes.
So make sure you're there. Also, 31 Grand has the R&B night tonight. Then, First Friday.
Okay.
We can just go hop the First Friday.
He say, she say.
He say, she say.
That's next. Is that next Friday?
No, we got 2 weeks.
So the 31st is Thursday. You might need to take a look.
No.
Okay. All right.
No.
All right. So while you looking, we also have tomorrow at Child's Park, Books and Breakfast.
Oh, good.
And so Books and Breakfast is a program that's put on by the Dream Defenders. They've been doing it for, I'm making a mistake if I try to say how long, but for a long time. And what we do is we provide breakfast to the community, and also we have a book exchange. And so you can come in, pick up a book, bring a book, take a book is what we've been saying. And so the idea started a few years back, and it's like, you look at how important it is now. They banning books, and so you can come by, get a book, and I've been donating books that are not commonly read. I put How to Eat to Live on the table. I put Message to the Black Man on the table. Just books that you can't usually get in other places. I actually got a great book about Angela Davis, and some other African-American revolutionaries.
Sure.
And so this is a book exchange. It's an opportunity to engage with family. The theme this month is going to be women in history, because we're still in Women's History Month.
And so it's a great dialogue, too.
It's amazing dialogue. So we talk about the books over a meal, breaking bread together over breakfast and providing books. And it's from 11 to 1 at Child's Park. And then at 2 o'clock, the Muslim community, Muhammad Mosque number 47, actually, they going over, they taking the show on the road and going to be in Largo. And I'll post this information as well at the Largo, I forget the center, but it's the Friends of Ridgecrest meeting location. And they're going to be, we'll be there talking about self-improvement as the basis for community development. And then it's something else happening
Sunday,
yeah.
727 story. I'll be talking at 1 o'clock. I need people to come out because y'all know I'm not kicking the ball.
Okay, you roll it though.
I roll it. I'm like a great cheerleader.
You cheer on the people that kick the ball.
Yes, I mean if I have to kick the ball, I will kick the ball.
Okay.
Like I like sports, but
yeah.
if somebody else would like that exercise, I'll give it to you.
And that's another one of those amazing programs we talk about. Story 727 is
yes.
So they bring in young people, young adults. People come in and at the first part of the program, of course, you share your meal, and then you share some words of wisdom, pour into the youth and the people who are present. And then from there, you pick teams, and then you start, engaging in sports. And so they're using, our affinity and our attraction to sports to be able to draw people out. You share your story, you have, great conversations, and then you are able to engage in teams.
And then they have jobs for the youth right now that they're actually paying people for, like internships and stuff. So it's a really, really good program. So if you're looking for something to get involved in, Story 727.
And that's 1 o'clock, Lake Vista this Sunday.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's amazing. Up next, Sister Hughes.
Sister Hughes. So I guess I'll go with my final thoughts. Yeah, final thoughts. If you know me.
Okay.
Be the change you want to be.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
And then also write down those 5 things. We're maybe up to 10.
What are those 5 things?
Anything that make you smile, that make you feel good, gave you a different feeling than anger. A lot of times we harp on what happened bad when there's so much good in there, and we let it overshadow our whole day, and it was something so minute that honestly tomorrow you're not even probably going to remember it. But there's so much greatness that happened that we ignore, and I want you to stop ignoring the greatness and take that in and know how good life is.
You know what? When you say that, it's kind of like being a little Bible guy. God created everything, and He said it is good.
There you go.
It is. Now don't grab your big whiskey bottle and say, "Oh, it's good."
God created it though.
No, we did that. We altered it.
We made mischief with created things.
That's right.
God created grape, but we had the idea to kind of spice the grape juice up. So
if you're drinking the grape juice,
we drank the grape juice.
Don't overdo it.
So that's the 5 things. Five things that you're happy about.
Yeah, that make you laugh, make you smile, just make you appreciate life. Because again, we've had just waking up and having sunshine. You know what I mean? People are in war and can't even sleep peacefully at night. If you had a good night's sleep, be grateful for that. Because some people went to sleep and didn't wake up.
That's true.
You know what I mean? And some people woke up and still didn't make it through the whole day.
That's right.
So it's so much to be grateful for. And so that's why I always say write down those 5 things. You can go more, but at least 5.
I love that. And so, my final thought would be thank you all for coming. Thank you for the service that you give to our community, the work that you're doing to inform and inspire others about Islam and the religion of Islam, the beauty of Islam, and then the spaces that you're creating for people to experience us. I really appreciate that. I'm looking forward to the 5th annual Iftar dinner on April the 4th. Doors open 5:30. Make sure that y'all there. Don't meet me there, beat me there. And I just want to encourage everybody to continue to believe, do good, have faith, patiently persevere. Let's make it happen. I'm your brother John.
This is Qiana.
It's been the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club.
All right.
Right.
You got me on what I say. Doing the others, and you have them doing the you.
Huh?
You want to do you.
Hold on.